Good afternoon everybody, Tony here, Big Gigantos, back again for another G1 review. And this is one that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. Now that I have him complete, we're going to do him. This is G1 METROPLEX. Triple changing Autobot playset / city, okay? Big transformer. He's just under a foot tall, just. I've got him here just to start with in his most basic form. Alright, this is the robot himself without any of his attachments. He has got two fists, I've got them down here. Okay, he is for the most part a parts former. Comes with an awful lot of bits. Alright, so I'm just going to show you what he does come with before we get into transforming him. Alright, so this is him in the robot mode. We're going to take him to battle station mode, onto base mode, and then I'm going to bring him back to robot mode and put him with all his bits attached so you can see him in his full glory. Okay, right, so just have a little look down here, and I've actually got all the parts he came with. Now, I think they're all on the screen. Yes, they are. He actually comes with 3 companions, okay? But first of all, let's count all the bits up. Alright, so you've got all these parts at the back here. You see where my hands are now. Everything behind that. These all form all his guns, weapons, and one of his companions. He's got another companion here, another one here, and some other bits. So we've got these 2 bits here that make up a tower and a body. Various sorts of guns and missiles here. Okay, you've got another one of his companions here. This is Scamper with his 2 arms and his gun. You've got another sort of laser thing there. There's his 2 fists. Kind of a tower block sort of thing that's meant to resemble some sort of building. Another one of his companions. This is Slammer the tank. 2 shields, knee pads, and like I say, various guns and things up here with 3 missiles. So we've got altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 parts. With METROPLEX is 24, okay? So he's like I say, he's a big parts former. Okay, so let's just try and break some of this down. And we'll start with this little car. And this is Scamper. Now, I'll show it to you in more detail in some photographs at the end, because if I put it too close to the camera, it's going to come up a bit blurred, although you can't see it too bad there. Now, he comes totally black. There's nothing on him at all. The only thing that he comes with when you buy him is the Autobot insignia. Now, repro labels, upgrade set number 2, and you can get all these stickers to put on him. It does make him look an awful lot better. He's even got some blue eyes in there now. Okay, but the idea is you take these parts here and you put them on the roof. Okay, and that obviously that's meant to be some sort of car. Okay, but to transform him is relatively simple. So what we do is we take these arms off and we attach them to the sides, inside that little hole there, just above the front wheel. Attach that in there, and then what you do is this: you just kind of split him like that, and he just goes all the way like that, and then just pull the arms down. And again, I'm not sure whether that's going to come out, but you can see he's got some blue eyes in there now. Got the sticker on. That was really awkward to put that one on. And this little part down here is his little pistol. Now this was the only part I had left to get from METROPLEX, was this little thing here. It was going for 12 quid on eBay, but I was fed up with not having it complete that I just spent it. Although if it was any more than that, then I would have drawn the line at that and waited for a cheaper one to come up. But with this little pistol, that makes him complete. His name is Scamper, so we're just going to put him there for a second. Right, his next companion is called Slammer. Let me just take these 2 parts here, put them together, and there you've got a little tank. Now, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't transform. It's got something underneath there which comes into effect later on. But that is Slammer the tank. Comes with him also. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put his METROPLEX's fists on for just a second. Alright, just trying to get these parts down, get all these out of the way. Alright, so that's those two. Now all these parts at the back here, they form another transformer, or another companion form rather. Okay, so we've got these two sections here. Okay, what you've got there is there's a head, and this part here forms a body. So we put that there together. Okay, and that's the body section. Okay, now to finish off, what we've got to do is we take all these guns here, and we'll start with these big red ones. Now there are 3 missiles which fit into the end of those, alright, but we can't put them on for the minute because it won't fit. And at the back of this section you've got 2 holes with these here. We just attach those onto there, like so. Okay, and we'll just stand him up. I'll move the camera in just a second. Okay. In fact, let me move METROPLEX out of the way. You might be able to see this a bit better. There we go. Just turn it off a bit. Okay. Now behind here, there are these 2 black guns. Okay. Now one of them, which one it is, I think it's this one here. You can see there's a hole just in there. Alright. That one's going to go on this side. That one's going to attach this side. Okay, and then this little black gun here is going to attach into that little hole on that side. What on earth he needs a gun for, because he's already got a gun for hand. I don't know. Okay, and then this last piece here goes in the little hole on his back, like that. Okay, so then all we're left with is the 3 missiles, which I'll put over there. This kind of tower block thing, this white laser, and the 2 knee pads. Alright, so that's his 3 companions that he comes with. Now they all come into effect a little bit later on. So we've got Slammer, Scamper, 6 gun. Okay, as you saw, he was made up of a lot of different guns, which is why he's called 6 gun, I suppose. So those are the 3 companions. Now let's get to the robot, because obviously this is what we've, the main feature, if you will. Okay, just need to check this camera's okay. I think we're alright. Yeah. Okay, quite a big bot, like I said. There's quite a lot to him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off his fists for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him to his battle station mode. Okay. Like I said, this is him in his basic form. So we're going to go for the battle station mode first of all. What we're going to do is we're going to first of all turn the arms back there like that. And again with this side, turn it back. And then just fold those in like that. And again there. Okay. Now, if you have a look here, it's got this little flap. What we're going to do is press that in there, flip that around. Oh, before you get it there, you need to turn this sort of bit of his head down. Like that, put that back up. And there's a little twin laser cannon thing in there, so that's going to come up. Now, the next thing to do is to get the legs. And they have these flaps on the front, and we're just going to fold them down like that. I'm deciding to do it this way rather than put the camera at it, because it's just such a big transformer. Normally I don't do transformations to the camera like I'm doing them now. Right, and then the next thing is we just pull these all the way up like that. Okay, so that's some sort of a platform there. Now these knee pad bits are supposed to attach onto these little slots just here. In fact, I'm going to bring the camera down again now, because he's quite low down. Okay, and then you've got another one which is going to fit into the 2 slots there. Okay, now that's officially where they're supposed to go, although I don't really like that, because under here you can see there's another little flap, and it's got all these missiles in here, but obviously you can't have that displayed with this knee pad thing in place, and that's not going to work now because I'm filming something. There we go. So I'm going to put that on. I don't see why it's there though, to be quite honest, but that's where they go. Okay, now that's what we need to do with the main toy. Now this is where it starts to become all fun and games. Now, you notice in here on his right arm, there's this little sort of white thing. I'm going to pull that up like that. Now on the left arm, we have our missile piece. That one must be attached. I'll tell you why I think that is when we get to doing the base mode. Okay, now what we do is, I'm going to take this little tower block section here, and then on the back you'll notice there's this little sort of attachment here, this little post and a hole on the back of this, and you're going to attach it upside down. Put it on like that, and you'll notice there's another thing there, which we'll come to in just a sec. Right, now this is where our good old friend 6-gun here comes in. What we're going to do is we're going to take off his handgun. What he needs that for, I've no idea. And then we're going to take him apart. So we're going to take off the arms, or his gun arms, should I say. So we'll do it in stages. We've taken off the arms, right? So now these two black ones go. Where are we? There we are. There's one on that side, and the other one goes in this side, like that. Okay, so now he's left without any arms. Now we can take this one off the back, like that, turn back around to there, and that will attach onto there, like that. Okay, which just leaves this here. What we don't need is the body section, so we're going to take off the legs. The body section now has no further place in this mode, so we'll just take these. They will attach into these little holes you see here on the front, just there, one on either side, like that. Okay, and then we'll just take two of our missiles and attach them in like that. You need to pull that up. These do not fire, they're just there as a catch device, really. Okay, so that's his battle station mode. Just left to do is put down the head. So what we do is we fold these things back like that, press that in, and his head stays there like that. And that is him in his battle station mode, mobile battle station mode. Okay, rolls nicely. This is the plastic wheel version. You can get a version with rubber tyres on it. Okay, but that is Metroplex there in his battle station mode, and the head's popped up. Actually, with mine you have to kind of give it a bit of a bang. There we go, that'll stay in. Okay, and then he travels with his little companions alongside him. So we'll just take a little scamper here. I think he's gone off. Put his arms on his back. And then turn him back into a cart, just like this. There we go. Okay, and he can travel alongside him there. There we go. That's Metroplex in battle station mode. So what you're left with now is the two handguns, one for Scamper and one for 6-gun when he was all put together. Obviously not going to need them again now. We've still got one spare missile, the two fists. In actual fact, you can leave the fists on the back if you really want to. And we've got the body section there. Okay, right, now we're going to take him to his base mode. So let's just get rid of Scamper for a minute. I'm going to take off these. I'm going to take off these red ones. Bits with this guy. Another bits former. Okay. Now we're going to take that off. Put that one in. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. What we're going to do here, we're going to take that off, but we're just going to turn it round and put it back there so it's out of sight. We're then going to take this whole thing and turn it up like that. Okay, so now this is showing at the top. Right, we need to get his head up again. Okay, we're going to leave it down like that. So the first thing we're going to do is fold away this little gun here, like that. Okay, let's get these arms back to that position. Now, the reason why I think this here is connected and this one isn't is because this left arm, what has to happen with this, whoops, what happens to this left arm As you see on the back there, there's this little slot, and what happens is you sort of take the whole arm and turn it like that. Okay, and I think it's because of that mechanism why they couldn't attach the missile inside the arm of this one on this side. Okay, once that's there, you then need to take this whole section here, split that up, spin it right the way around, and that shows you a little helipad there, and then take that arm and turn it back up again. Once that's up, put the head back down. Obviously, like I say, mine's a little bit temperamental, so I have to give it a good bang to get it to go down. Right, and then obviously this comes up to there. Right, which just leaves the legs. Now this is the awkward bit now, because what happens is we need to take these things off again. Okay, and we're just going to lift that up, and we're going to attach him to the front of his legs, because they are in fact his knee pads, and that's where they're going to stay for the base mode. Just going to leave that there like that. Now what happens is we're going to pull this all the way down. In fact, I'm going to need to turn the camera up again. I'm trying to do this all in one shot, so I'm not keep stopping and starting all the time. Okay, so we've got it there. Alright, what we need to do, now this here is a very thin piece inside there, so be careful with it. Make sure you grab hold of that, grab hold of the legs, and twist the whole top section 180 degrees around like that. Okay, so we've now got this hanging down here. Then the next thing to do is to open up the back of the legs like that and like that. Okay, pull up and sort of spread out like this. Okay, once that's done, we can then set him down again. And I'll turn the camera down. Okay, so you've got kind of this. Now it's up to you how you configure this leg section really. You can kind of turn this off and then turn that in, or have one like this. I prefer just to have them 45-degree angles from the body section and have it like that. Okay, once that's there, we can then start to attach all the other bits and pieces. So we'll start with this body section of 6 gun. What we'll do is we'll take that apart again, and this piece is now going to go on the top of his head. There, like that. And that will attach onto these 2 little slots that are up here. That will go on there, just like that. Okay, now there are 2 red guns come back into play again, and they will fit on the ends of sort of the shin guard sections, or the knee pads, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to move the camera back a bit, he's so big I can't get him on screen. There we go. Okay, so once that's done, that is basically him formed now. The only thing left to do is to open up this here at the front, pull that out and put it down. And that is basically his base mode formed. Now what we do is, the little gimmick here with this is to take Scamper. Oh no, sorry, I tell you a lie, I've forgotten something. We take Slammer here, the little tank, we get rid of this little gun. Okay, we don't need that. Now underneath here you've got this little bit which you pull out like that, and that will go on the top of here like that to form a tower. And let's move the camera again. Okay, right, I think that's better, you can see him now. Okay, now that's his official mode, that's him done. Okay, now you can do a few variations with this if you really want to. This section at the back here, you can turn that around and you can attach this little peg on top of it like that. I actually like that and I prefer it, so I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, so that's his base mode formed. Now as I say, there is a gimmick with this. You'll notice on top here there's this little sort of black lever, and when you put Scamper in here, okay, push him right to the back. When you press this, oh, that didn't work very well, did it? That's because I'm filming it. Okay, try again. Ah, that's it, I was doing it wrong. Okay, so press this bit forward towards the front, like that, and there he goes. Okay, so that's the little gimmick with that. So now the only parts you've got left are the 2 fists, the 1 missile, the 2 little handguns, 2 big black guns, and the tank gun from Slammer. And you can in fact take one of these off and put that there if you so desire, but we'll just leave him like that for now. So what I've done is here, I've got a few mini bots here. So on the little helicopter pad, we can put we'll put blades up there, eh? And in sticking with the Series 3 tradition, I've got the Series 3 mini bots here. So we've got out back there. We can put swerve here. You can put them in these little compartments here. We've got pipes. Sort of a. Will he go in there? Yeah. No, he won't fit in there. Let's try with tailgate. Let's put him in there. The gimmick should work the same way. Yeah, it does. Okay. So again, you just sort of place them around wherever you want to, really. I'm not going to put wheelie in the shot. I'm not going to ruin this transformer by putting wheelie in it. Okay, and then you've got Scamper there at the front. So that is base mode. Very versatile figure, this, and like I say, it's a play set more than anything else. Very big, although he doesn't go for a lot of money on eBay, which I find kind of strange. And I've seen these go for as little as 30 quid before. I mean, okay, I had a few bits to complete with this one, but I just think sometimes people just have no idea what they're selling. Okay, right, so we're going to take him back to his bot form because there's a few bits I want to show you with that. So we're going to do this very quickly. So let's get rid of these mini bots here. Put Scamper over there as well. Blades, you can go over there. Right, let's just take apart all these bits now. I'm going to reform Slammer. Okay, so I'm going to bring him back in because we're going to need him again. Right, let's take these off. We're not going to need these again now at all. Okay, what am I doing? Right, head up. Okay, swing this whole section over like that. Pull the arm around. Okay, you've got that one. Let's close this up here. Right, let's just close this all up. Bring this down. Fold that around there. Fold that around there. Let's stand him up because he's looking a bit silly at the minute. Let's close these flaps up. Okay, and again, hold bottom and top. Twist 180. Make sure you hold it quite firmly. Okay. Okay, now he's now back the way I first showed you in his most basic form. Okay, this is his most basic. That's just him, right, without all his bits attached. I'm now going to show you how to store all the other bits as well as display everything on him. Alright, so we can indeed open this up again and we're going to put Slammer here. Inside there, he will store just nicely. We're also going to put in the spare missile. Shove that in there. We're going to have both handguns. Okay, so we've got 6 guns, handgun there, and Scamper's handgun. Come on, in there you go. Okay, right, close that up. There, nice and tidy out of the way. Now in the back here, if you open up one of his legs, okay, you can store Slammer in here. And I find the best way is to do it like that. I don't know if that's coming through. At that sort of angle. So once you've got it there, hold him upright. Close him off. There we go. Why is that not shut? There we go. Okay, so you can store him in one of the legs. Alright, so we're getting there now. What we're going to do is just fold down one of his ear things. Flip this over again. We're going to weaponize him up now. So we're going to have that out. We're going to also open this little section at the front here like that. Okay, let's put on his fists. Left fist, right fist. Okay, big red guns, one there, one there. Okay, now this little thing at the back here, which we've folded away for the base mode, we're going to take that out again, turn it that way up, and again we're going to attach it on the back, just there. We want all his guns showing now. He's getting his biceps out for you. Alright, take this one up, like that, attach this one on. Okay, and then all that's left to do is attach one there, and all you're left with is these two parts here, alright, which you can do nothing with. They will not store in the legs. I've tried them. No way you can get them in there. That is as complete as you can get him. Okay, fully weaponized up. with all his accessories and have the least little bits remaining like that. Okay, so that's him. You've seen him with all three modes now. I've got one more thing to show you with this before we call this one a day. You'll notice here, if I take these black guns off, you've got these sort of square ports up here. Now, they're quite reminiscent of the combiners, the Scramble City combiners, the METROPLEX, the Menosaurs, Bruticus, Defensor, Aerial Box, all those sort of things. And if we take off the shin pads, he's got them on the legs as well. Okay, just there. Alright. Now there's a reason for those. The METROPLEX was actually designed to combine with the limbs of the Scramble City combiners. Okay, so what I've done is I've got the aerial box prepped up here. He seems to work best for those. Alright, and what you do is to sort of give him a power up really, although you never ever saw this in the show. Put one in there, we'll put a slingshot in there. Here we've got this side, we've got Fire Flight on the left arm, like that. And then where it comes into its own really is on the legs, okay? Make sure you've got their heads out like that, okay? And we put Skydive in there, and we'll put Air Raid on that side, okay? Yeah, it kind of looks a bit daft really, doesn't it? But that's what they're for, that's the idea behind them, okay? But we'll finish off with him as he was intended. Been another long review, but there's been so much to get in with this guy. This is one that you can do in 10 minutes, unfortunately. But I've tried to go as fast as I can and get everything in. I'm going to put some photos up at the end so you can see him in a little bit more detail. Okay, so that is G1 METROPLEX, guys. Hope you like the review. Catch you on the next one. Pictures to follow. Take it easy. See you soon.